Om Shanti. First, I want to ask you a question. Are you doing the homework I gave you? I don't know how will you answer. So, Baba is teaching us every day very good thing for making our life very spiritual. He wants to take us towards our final journey, final destination, and that is perfection. We have to become perfect. Because when we become perfect, then only people will get vision from us. People will get vision of Baba from us. And a day will come on this earth, we all will see when a spiritual revolution will be created by all Brahmins. When many Brahmins will become full in spirituality, they will become full in purity. Three words Baba had used: Nirakari, incorporeal; Nirvikari, viceless; and Nirahankari, egolessness. So when many of us will become incorporeal, viceless, and egoless, then we will see spiritual revolution on this earth. Just as nowadays, everywhere on TV screen, there is only one thing: Corona. Likewise, they will come on every channel. There will be knowledge, Baba, Brahmins, 7 days course, spirituality, and after that here will come is purity revolution, revolution of purity. That will be the final revolution on this earth. All human beings would like to become pure because this cycle will reach to the point where it had started in the beginning. So original pure sanskaras will emerge in everyone. And feel distaste from vices and would like to become pure. Then many will become pure at the end. They will learn Raj Yoga. So very important dharana for yogi souls, for Brahmin souls is egolessness. You know, here in India, even in your country, Buddha monks, and in India, sannyasis related to Hindu religion, if they are very egoistic, if they get very angry easily, people don't like to go near to them. Everyone will defame them, will speak ill about them. No one would like to make them their guru. Ego is the enemy of spirituality. Ego is the enemy of human beings. Ego is the enemy of our peace and happiness. So make your mind. Decide in your mind that I have to recognize my ego and I have to become free from ego. I have to become very cool, viceless, very peaceful. First of all, I would like to give you some symptoms of an egoistic person. One, Baba's words were always one who has very much ego will feel everything very badly, heavily, will take everything very heavily. He will lose, he or she will lose happiness, peace, balance, stability in life. So, if we are egoless, we take everything easily. If we are egoless, we can mold ourselves easily. Ego is also the mother of anger, seed of anger, because an egoistic person would say, what I say you have to follow. This I-ness, what I say you have to follow. And if others don't follow, he or she will become angry. So ego causes anger. If we want to become free from anger and irritation, we must renounce ego from our life. Very subtle form, two very subtle form of ego are here. One is I, मैं, I-ness. Second, myness. So these two things, very subtle, and we have to get rid of these both feelings. And for this, I would elaborate it later, but we should keep in our mind always whatever we have, it's God's gift to me. In Hindi, word is beautiful, Prabhu Den, God's gift. When I started to work on my ego in the beginning of my spiritual life, because I had studied Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lokik Gita, and in that Gita, at least 50 times, it has been mentioned, ego is your enemy, become egoless. Egolessness is the sign of a wise person. Egolessness is the sign of a yogi person. Egolessness actually is the main root of peace and happiness in our life. So there it has been mentioned, oh Arjun, leave this ego that I will do, I have to do, I had done this I-ness. So I used to do one practice. I used to keep Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba both in front of me. Think together with me. Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. Both are the highest authority in this world. Supreme God, we, we don't know what word we can use for him, is the creator, bestower of everything, bestower of blessings, remover of sorrow. We know what he is. Brahma is also next to God, the highest authority, but both are 100% egoless. We have to think on this. Once in a Vyakmulli, Shiv Baba mentioned, it appealed me very much many years before, maybe 35 years before or 40 years before, that how Brahma became number one. So answer was, Baba gave this answer, that this soul got first number in renouncing I-ness. And we could see Baba, Brahma Baba. He was not in this awareness that I am the head of this yajna, that God made me his own medium, that I surrendered everything to him. I am the father of human tree. I am doing this. I am most intellectual. I am a wise person. I am first number soul. No, egolessness. And because of his egolessness, he was also known as Bholanath. Shiva Baba is Bholanath. But Brahma Baba also became equal to Shiva Baba, Bholanath. No ego. Ego can be realized. Ego can be noticed by drashti, even by walking, talking, acting, behavior. But Baba was clean in everything, very soft, very humble. Egoistic person is never humble. Humility is the beauty of an egoless person. Humility is the beauty of his spirituality. Baba was very humble, very soft. Once in a Murli, Shiv Baba was praising Brahma that see this soul. He gave up even his right in the yajna. Children, everything to children. He made himself very free, and therefore he could become a great yogi. I am doing, I am responsible, this is my duty. These things makes us heavy, tense. But what was there in Baba's mind? See, Baba is responsible. It is Baba's yajna. I'm only an instrument. He will do everything right. He will protect us from all obstacles. He will protect us from the opposition of people in Bharat at that time. And he did. There was a lot of opposition in front of Brahma Baba. But he was always in this feeling, Shiv Baba is here. He will protect us. You can imagine one great thing, yajna, had to pass through beggary part, not for 1, 2, 4, 5 days, till at least 5 years. And there was a time when there was nothing in yajna, nothing. But Baba was unshakable. Baba had full faith in Shiv Baba. Baba was full confident that these all children are the children of Shiv Baba. He will sustain them. He will arrange for their food. There was such a condition that if they got lunch, they were thinking how they will arrange dinner. Such condition. 380 brothers and sisters and Brahma. See how he became Brahma. Most powerful person in the world, stable person in the world. He was alone responsible. But there was so deep connection with Shiv Baba. I am only instrument. He will do everything. And it was a big test for all Brahmins. Many got failed, some passed. So we have to learn from Brahma Baba. Egolessness, free from I-ness, feeling of being instrument of God. We have to follow him. You can think about one thing and you can check yourself. What kind of ego people have in their mind, in their life? Ego of intellect. I used to think Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba both are highly intellectual. He is God, the supreme ocean of knowledge, bestower of intellect. No one is beyond him. He is the highest authority of intellect. And Brahma, he got number one in this God's university. Both are highly wise, but egoless. And we people, having little intellect, have ego of our intellect. I'm very intelligent. I have done this. So this ego of intellect poisons our intellect, poisons our wisdom. We must know it. A person who is egoless and very intelligent, his intellect becomes divine, and we need it to have divine intellect. A great thing, a great achievement. Many people have ego of their position, status, their money, their health, their physical power, their family. But we have seen many people, those who had ego of these things, those who had ego of their family, that they have 5 sons, all are so powerful, so wealthy, good businessmen. At the end, what children did, got father out of the house and sent him in old age home. Then he realized ego is very bad thing. I did not do much for my own self. I had done everything for my children and what children did for me. So there is no margin of ego, of money. Money, it keeps moving. Today, he belongs to me, he is in my treasury. Tomorrow, it will be in someone's treasury. So we cannot have the ego of this money if we have a spiritual treasure, if we have the treasure of God's knowledge, then we can remove this ego of physical wealth. So realize what kind of ego I have, what kind of I-ness I have in my life. If you are a mother too, you can have this ego. I'm the head of this family. I'm the master of this family. I have given birth to all children. They must obey me. They must follow me. They must listen me. And this feeling of ego can make you very peaceless all the time. Children don't give attention to me. They don't listen to me. They have chosen their own path. They don't love me. They don't respect me. These all are feeling of ego. But now those who are Jnani souls, what will be in their mind? They will think, God had chosen me. He has brought the gift of heaven for me. He loves me. He is giving me respect and regard. See how close I am to him. So such good feeling, such intoxication can make you free from this egoistic feeling. If you are a father of a family, you can have the feeling of highness. I earn money, I make money, I'm the responsible of my children. I got them married, I gave them business, I did this for them, but they don't care for me. They don't obey me. They don't respect me. Same feelings, it can also make you very peaceless, tense, renounce all these feelings. It was my responsibility only. All children have their own good fortune with them. I'm not sustaining anyone. I'm not sustaining my children. They brought their own fortune with their birth, from their birth. It may be possible that a very fortunate soul was born in your home and you got everything. Before that, you had been working hard. You opened so many businesses, but you did not get success. And the day when that child born in your family, you started rising up. It is also possible. Not possible, it's possible. In many cases, I have noticed, people noticed that since this child born, we got good fortune, everything became easy, we got success in everything. So renounce this ego. I-ness may be in this form. I'm the head of this department. Even in Baba's home, many people have such feelings. I'm the in charge. Of course, I'm responsible, but not the ego of responsibility. We should not have this feeling, I. We are instruments. If Baba made us instrument, if Baba made us in charge, he also gave might, divine wisdom, that kind of skill to us to do that good job for Baba. So Baba has given me everything. So get rid of the feeling of I-ness. Keep two, three things in your mind. I have to become very easy in my life. Easiness is also the sign of egolessness. I have to become very soft in my life. I have to become very flexible in my life. I can mold everywhere according to need. See a tree. If its branches are very flexible, suppose there is a storm, heavy wind, that branches will make dance because they are flexible. But if they are very tight, the tree is very strong, but all branches are tight, they will be broken. They will be destroyed by that storm. So we have to become very flexible. Flexibility, softness, easiness, molding nature, these are the sign of egoless person. Also we can add good wishes for all, feeling of bringing benefit to them, feeling of giving everything to them, to become bestower of everything. These are also sign of egoless person. But one who is egoistic, he will think, I first, everything must come to me. First I must enjoy this thing, then others. All of a sudden, Dadi Prakash Mani came up in my mind. I had seen her since she came to Madhuban. I was with her in close contact because being in kitchen, she used to come 5 times in kitchen in the beginning when Yag was very small. She taught me everything, how to cook, how to make toli, how to do this. I noticed always Dadi had never this feeling that she is the administrative head. She used to say, I have this feeling I am the head of this Baba's family. I have to look after everyone. I must be very egoless. I must give love to all. I must sustain everyone. I must listen to everyone. I have to tolerate a lot. I have to accommodate a lot. That he used to speak many times. So this was the sign of a great soul. She was ready always to listen to everyone. If someone had any problem, he or she or they all freely could go to her and share everything in front of her. This was the sign of her greatness. She also followed Brahma Baba, very egoless, very humble, very sweet, very flexible, giving love and respect to each and everyone in the yajna. We have to follow him. Now, how can we get rid of this ego? First of all, first important thing, we must recognize our ego and we must be ready to renounce it. Many people think, no, ego is very important for life. Without having ego, people will not listen to you. Somehow they are also right, but there should be the balance of ego and self-respect. Ego should not become our pride, another word. Ego must not make us very tight, must not make us always tense. So add humility as well as self-respect together with this. Many Baba children in India are on high post. Some are chairperson of big companies. Many are directors. Many are general managers. Many are CEO responsible persons. Many are the owner of big factories, companies. And they ask such questions always. That if we remain always very soft, sweet, egoless, people consider us to be very innocent. They don't care us. But if we are in our authority with little ego, then they give love, respect, and they follow us. It's true somehow, but on a spiritual level, we have to become very soft. We should become authentic, little strict too, little powerful too, but inside very egoless. We have to create such balance in our behavior. When you are on such high post, you have to follow all these things. Don't become so soft that people don't listen to you. They don't give value to your order. Become so egoless and powerful. Balance of both. Egolessness, powerful. Humble with self-respect. Tolerant with self-respect. Very sweet tongue with self-respect, with authority. There will come a power, effect in your speech, in your word, if you practice soul consciousness, if you practice self-respect. So all those problems will finish. So now Baba relate these two things. If you practice self-respect more and more, your self-respect goes higher. Ego will go down day by day. So the more and more we practice self-respect, more and more we become egoless. Both are interrelated. Many Brahmins, They don't realize self-respect so deeply. I want to give you one homework. You can do it and you will enjoy self-respect. You will have wonderful experience of self-respect. You will become the embodiment of self-respect. You can choose 12 points of self-respect, such points which are very powerful, like I'm a great soul, I'm Master Almighty, I'm a victorious soul, I'm the remover of obstacles, I'm a worship-worthy deity, I am Raj Rishi, I am ancestor, I am Bap Saman, I am supremely pure soul, I am an angel of purity. Select such 10, 12 points for yourself. You have to do it. It's practical homework for you. You have to do it. Method I'm suggesting you for some days. You have to spare 10 minutes every day, anytime. Morning time is good up to 6, 7 o'clock. You can do 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning or not evening. This time 6, 7, 7:30. Spare 10 minutes. You have to write down and you have to do practice like this. I am a great soul. Write it down. Then you have to take this thought inside your subconscious mind. Important thing is that we must accept what Baba has mentioned to us. Some souls, what they do, what their intellect do. When they listen, Baba has mentioned, you are a great soul. Their inner feeling, their inner conscience rejects it. No, I'm not so great. I have to become great. So when I'm not great, why God is saying you are great? Is he wrong? When God is saying you are a great soul, we must accept it. Acceptance will make you the embodiment of that point. I'm a great soul. If you accept it, if you realize it, many kinds of greatness will emerge in your life. Thoughts will become great. Words will become great versions. Actions will become great. Behavior will become great. Attitudes will become great. Feelings will become great. So accept it. So method is, I'm a great soul. Write it down. Then read it again slowly. It's true that I am a great soul. Let it go deep into your subconscious mind. God has mentioned me. You are great, my children. You are great person in this world. Accept it. What God says is true. Again think. I had been deities for 2500 years. I am a great soul of deity religion. Give one, 2 minutes for this one thought. I am great. Be in this good feeling for some moments. I am great. You will have very good experience. Ego will go down automatically. Second thought, very good, very important. I am Master Almighty. Many don't accept it too. They say, oh, I'm very fearful. I'm very weak. I cannot tolerate. I cannot face the problems of my life. People speak so much against me. They defame me. I cannot tolerate. I'm not so powerful. But God is saying, you are Master Almighty. I have given you all of my powers. Accept it. He put his hand on our head and blessed us with all of his powers. So write it down. I am Master Almighty. Take it into deep into your subconscious mind. It's true that I am the child of God Almighty. So the child of God Almighty cannot be a weak soul. I'm most powerful. I'm most powerful. I'm most powerful. God has entitled me many times. Oh, children, you are Master Almighty. I accept it. I do accept it. I'm very powerful. Feel an aura of might around you. Likewise, you can have third thought. I'm a victorious jewel. Write it down. Here is a rosary of 108 souls who got victory over Maya. I am one among them. Don't think they are some other souls. They are some great, powerful souls. They are those who surrendered their lives to God. If you are in your household life, you can also win a number in this rosary. Those who have faith in themselves, those who make good efforts for coming in this rosary, they can come. Baba had mentioned one thing. If you came very late in Gyan, still there is an opportunity for you. Listen Baba's words. Avyat Baba had mentioned. Till the end, some seats will kept vacant. That if you are running fast means intense tapasvi you are. You can come and sit on the chair. You can win a number in that rosary. So opportunities, gates are always opened. So give this thought to yourself. I am a victorious well. It's true. God has given me power to get victory over Maya. Kalpago, I had got victory over Maya. Now too I will get victory over this Maya. I am more powerful than Maya. I am more powerful than Maya. I am Master Almighty, a victorious Jewel. Keep talking this way to yourself, and thus you will become the embodiment of these old thoughts. With the practice of self respect, one great benefit everyone can experience, thoughts will become most elevated. And it's a great thing for a Brahmin soul. It's a great thing for a great soul that our thoughts must become most elevated, not bounded by limitations, unlimited thoughts. Thoughts which can bring benefit to this entire world. Thoughts which can create vibration around us, thoughts which can give support to others, our thoughts which can protect others. Such thoughts we have to create in our mind. So keep doing this practice of self-respect and kill this enemy, ego. We have to become completely egoless, then our life will become very happy. Those who are egoless, will become good yogi, great yogi. They will become the real instrument of God. One very great point is coming up in my mind. Baba used his children for his divine task. In future too, he will use his children for great last divine task, for creating revolution on this earth, for protecting many sorrowful persons in this world, for making many weak souls very powerful in this world. He will make many of his children his powerful instrument. But the quality of those instrument souls will be free from I-ness. Because if we have I-ness in our mind, we create a wall here on our head, and God's energy cannot enter us. He cannot use us. He wants to make use of our all qualities. But important thing is that we must renounce ego finally, perfectly, fully, become egoless like Brahma Baba. Then he will use you. Why Baba used the body of Guljar Dadi? Because she was also very egoless. It's a great secret behind it. Egoistic persons cannot be used by God. So become instrument, very egoless. Thank you very much. Hope you all will become egoless. You have to churn on these things and bring them into your life. Thank you very much. Questions?
Feeling hurt or insult and complaining about it, is it ego?
Yes. Feeling hurt, feeling insulted, complaining always, this man said me this man behaved me like this. This is also the sign of ego. If you are in good self-respect, if your thoughts are very elevated, you will take the all things very light, easy. If someone defamed you, if someone abused you, you will smile, okay, let him be happy. I'm happy here. Hmm.
Taking intoxication of certain speciality in the self and comparing with others and seeing negativity or weakness in others is also ego.
It's not ego, but this is subtle bad feeling of I-ness, that I am superior. So they have this weakness, that weakness. So this is very subtle thing. But if we are keen in moving towards our perfection, we will not see here and there. We will see our own self. We will check our own self. We will improve our own self. So you can say this is a subtle form of I-ness.
Baba says to be lawful and lawful. So to uphold certain discipline and code of conduct in center, for that we have to be strict. Is it also ego?
Actually, we must become strict for our own self. For others, when we come in the behavior with others, when we come in the contact with others, we must become very soft, not strict. So strict in following Baba's discipline for self. I'm using this word for self. Be strict, be very disciplined, but in behavior, be very soft. Otherwise, what happens? I can say you very openly, many sisters, center in charge, they are very strict, but they become very strict even behavior. So people don't come close to them, they don't like to cooperate with them, they remain far away from them. So it causes many problems in Baba's service. So be strict in following discipline, but self, for others. If you want to teach them to follow discipline, you have to become very soft embodiment of self-respect, very yogyukt, so that your powerful words can teach them to follow disciplines. Otherwise, if you are strict everywhere, it also look like ego.
How to help those who have ego and never realize their misbehavior?
This is a big problem in big gathering, big family. Some people are egoistic always, but they feel they are right. This is a big problem. Baba has mentioned many times in Murli, I am right to believe it. It's also ego. So you can give good vibrations, and with your practical life, you can teach them because such people uh, would not like your teachings. So you teach them, you have to become egoless unless they realize, and to giving this that feeling of realization, you can give them good vibrations, good thoughts, and the day when they realize it, they will get rid of this.
I have one question that success in our transformation and success in service, then recognize our speciality, recognized by others my speciality, and appreciation of the seniors. So it's to develop ego or self-respect.
It depends upon us. Suppose we are very good in our efforts and our seniors appreciate us, praise us. So sometimes it can cause ego. But if we are very wise on listening their appreciation, we will make more and more good efforts. This is the sign of a wise person. So we have to realize our specialty, and it will come through self-respect. An important thing for fast efforts, we must make our yoga very good, more than 4 hours. Connect both things, self-respect and yoga, churning also. Therefore, Baba says one thing always, keep balance in all 4 subjects. Not only balance, but obtain full marks in all 4 subjects. Then you will become full pass.
And also that's a weak case sometimes we found in us naturally we develop ego of I am senior, I am I am following daily, I am listening morally, I am a punctual in Amudvela, and subtle these egos. How to we can come out, identify and come out.
Actually, such thing, if I am keen in Murli, if I enjoy Amrit Vela, if I do lot of Baba's service, if I spend lot of money in Baba's service, these things will make us egoless. If these things are increasing our ego, so somewhere we are on wrong path, on wrong track. So we become higher and higher, great and greater. We do faster efforts in our life. If we become more and more famous in our family, the more and more egoless we must become. Keep this thought in your mind. Your own thought will bring a balance in both things, higher and egolessness.
Okay, thank you. So we can finish with meditation.
Okay. So now sit with this thought that I am a victorious soul. I have to become egoless like Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. Ego, I-ness, is subtle enemy of the soul. Feel that from Shiv Baba, the ocean of purity, pure vibrations are coming down to me. This pure energy is purifying my body too. It's spreading in all of my body. I'm an angel of purity, a victorious soul, double light angel. My life has become very easy, nature very soft, mind very powerful, intellect very divine, behavior very royal. Om Shanti. Okay,